that this work is not for everyone. It's not even for most. It's for some. You all want to be part of the some. Being part of the some means contributing energetically to where we have the possibility to go. You all like each other and know each other and socialize with each other, and we love that. But when you walk through that door knowing that you came here to do work, to transform patterns, to change yourself. It's great that you guys socialize, but this isn't a social night. Right? When we do private sessions now, we say to the people when we get on the phone with them, we say, look, this is the deal. This isn't a conversation, not in a typical way. We're going to ask you questions. And when you answer those questions, if you get off the energetic track that we're seeking, we're going to interrupt you. We're going to say, no, we don't care. We're not interested. Don't go there. Stop. Don't get offended. This isn't about having a conversation about your shit. This is about us tracking an energetic within you, finding it, and changing it. And that sometimes requires us saying, no, we don't want to hear that. We don't care. Not now. That's not where we are. This doesn't invalidate your truth. This doesn't take away your story. This doesn't change the fact that maybe you need somebody to talk to about that. But it ain't us. Right? So, new rule. If you're talking and we say, no, stop, over with, done, wrong direction, it isn't because you're not important or your stories don't matter or we don't care about you. That couldn't be that's not even close to the truth. The truth is, when you're in this room with us, we are tracking energetic. And when we track energetic, we're on the hunt. You know when the dog's running through the forest, chasing after whatever it's chasing after, where they chase after foxes sometimes? That dog, everything's fascinating to that dog in its normal day-to-day life. All right? But when it's after that fox, it doesn't matter what's going on. All it knows is this. All right? That's us. Until further notice. We're going to be tracking inside of you, catching it, and telling you, this is what we see. Now, when we say this is what we see, you don't have to agree with us. But if you come back, at least have tried. And if you come back and you didn't try, you need to be able to tell us why. Okay? We're graduating now. We're going to another level. So if you sit down and you say, I've got XYZ problem, we say, try this, ABC. You go away, you come back, and you get in the chair and you say, I have XYZ problem, and nothing's changed, and you didn't try our ABC, you're not going to like what we say next. So if you don't want to do it, you can say, I decided I don't agree with you. Fine. But just, I didn't want to commit to doing it. Don't come. Really, don't come if that's what you want to do. We only want to be serious now. It's serious time, right? It's serious time. This is the real deal now. We've done a lot together. We've come light years together. But this last push takes something additional. We think you have it. We believe in you. But it means that if you say, I need help, and we give you help, you're going to be responsible for the fact that we gave you that help now. Right? And then you're going to have to say how that went for you. Now, a reminder, you're totally allowed to say, it didn't fucking work. And we'll go, okay, it didn't fucking work. Let's try something else. But it's not, I didn't bother doing it because I'd rather be habitual and sit in familiar suffering and then come and complain about it 3 weeks afterwards. We're just not going to do it anymore. It's triggering to Veronica. Do you think she likes to hear us say, don't come back? No. She doesn't particularly like things like that, but we have worked with her enough now, and we've come to a new place. That's why we can be at this new place. It's because she's come to a new place. In ownership, responsibility, accountability. Right? Yeah? Anybody freaked out? We don't know if that was a freaked out laugh or just... Not at all. Okay. Okay. Good. Accountability. I'm going to make a request of you as well. After the meeting, a lot of times you guys go back into social mode, like immediately. Don't do that. We lay out a huge energetic, you have a huge awareness come up, and the meeting ends, and you're not talking about what we just talked about. Where else are you going to get the opportunity to talk about it with other people? If you want to talk about other business, phone each other. When you're here, we're here together for a reason. If you want to talk about other things, go outside, so that the people who stay in the room can stay in the energy as long as they want to. Okay? So you can stay in the energy of what we just did. Because if we do, wah, and then you go, koosh, why rush to cut that off? Why rush to end that? Why rush to end that? Don't you want to stay in a little while longer? The buzz of it? Afterwards, if we hear you guys talking, we want to hear you saying, you know what came up for me during that part? Or when you were at the microphone, this is what happened for me. Not the other extraneous talk we sometimes hear you guys do. It's not that you were wrong before, it's that you're right now if you're going to go do what we want to do. It's just time. It's time for this to be more serious. You to be more serious about this time. That's this opportunity. Veronica was laughing. She was like, you know, when you want to become a high-level martial artist, or you go to Tibet and climb a big mountain to talk to a lama or a guru or whatever, all y'all have to do is show up on a Wednesday. Some of you have to drive an hour. You don't even have to buy a backpack. Sometimes maybe if you had to buy a backpack, then when you did it, it would have more import. Not that you guys don't think it's important. You do. We're not doubting that. You wouldn't come week after week after week if you didn't. There's another level we're asking you to go to. Because we want to go to another level. We desire strongly to go to another level. We have teaching that we have not gotten to teach. Taught. We have not taught, teached. Teached. That's what we want to do. So if you're into that, stay. If you're not, it was nice seeing you tonight. But literally leave if you don't want to do that. If you don't agree to those ground rules, it's not your place anymore. Good, no one left. We didn't expect you would, but, got to be grown-ups about it too. It's the ownership thing. Search for the internet people is similar. Obviously, we can't say, we told you that, and now you're asking us the same question unless you participate in the Q&A. But energetically, you know whether or not you're on the same track as what we just described. And we invite you to be. You don't have us to keep you, what did we call it? Responsible? No. Accountable. Yeah, that's a good word, huh? Accountable, but you have yourself to be accountable too. And we would like to see you being accountable. Many of you participate in the Facebook group. That's a good place to be accountable. We did a private session the other day and we said, look, if you want this thing in your life so bad, do it every day and get accountability. Post in the Facebook thing. Today I did this. Get the support of your community. And if any of you are not on that Facebook thing, you're missing out, really. It's a beautiful community of people all over the world who are committed to this work, who can support you and you can support them. Fair enough? Okay, ground rules established. This is a little bag here that we're getting out that has these cards that Veronica made up a while back. And each of them is a tool from the First Choice for Consciousness book, summarized. Quite handy little thing. And a lot of you have them. And so take one and pass it around, please.